Hello world, I'm Omnamnat, and we are going to continue playing Starfield this evening. Alright. Let's resume. A ship that is longer than 80 meters cannot land on a planet? I mean, we're not even allowed to have a ship longer than 40 meters, right? So... Oh yeah, we have Amelia Earhart with us now. Let's see. I need to figure out what we're gonna do today. We already did some like side activities last time, so now we probably want to focus on something story related. Let's pick a faction thing to do. Let's see. Status. Missions. Okay. We've done a free star thing last time. I guess it's only fair we'll do a UC thing this time then. Alright. Okay. I'm not sure if I really want to pursue with the main story also. It's kind of nice having ship be empty, except for Amelia, I guess. Let's pull up our mission log here. Speak to the deputy. Wait, what was my purpose again? I'm investigating a mercenary group called... Oh, no, wrong one. President Abello has directed me to speak to Deputy McIntyre. That's how you spell it? What the fuck? Over the interstellar affairs. It sounds like he's going to help me get access to the archives. Alright.
Cockpit's in good shape. We're ready to fly.
Oh, that's loud. There's nothing to find, lady.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New...
Okay, the launch. Speak to the deputy, huh?
It's a privilege to be able to work for the UC government.
Bootlicker.
sure they get what they require.
Alright, you better not get in my way, lady.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor.
That's what they all say.
Accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
It sure doesn't sound easy.
It won't be.
Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's see. Let's go with Freestar since we're familiar with them.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
All right, tell me about those other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
What can you tell me about the staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Radcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
That's all the info I need for the moment.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Money, security, clearance, okay. We'll talk about Veyron later. I still need to talk to her. Guess we need to finish up the convo then.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing?
Tell me about Ambassador Malmore.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Why? What's wrong with House Veyron?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last.
Is this a
poked
Weekend at
his head
Bernie
out.
situation?
Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What kind of life signs did you detect in the agency, in the embassy?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Wait, has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
That's manageable, I think. Well, here's to hoping he's not. We're not chasing up a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Yeah,
Now,
great.
if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Hey,
Yes? You needed something?
All right, off to the embassy. Surely they'll let a guy like this in.
Oh, sorry. Just terrible.
Okay, we can do a hard save here before I fuck shit up.
You our visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
I wonder if being a ranger helps here.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the UC. We need the Freestar Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Are you serious? There was just an attack on the city. You're really not going to help us?
No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already. Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all.
Well, if I told you the terramorphs couldn't be weaponized, would that change your mind?
You have my answer. Now please take the hint.
Okay. Let's try to take a creative solution here.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
Yeah, just doing my duty.
Doubt the Vanguard would have a lot of recruits if that were the job description. But I'll take your point. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Sounds like you'd be doing more, a lot more, like working with me.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
You can walk a little faster, it's okay.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
And we need help preventing more terramorph attacks. And we're not expecting the ambassador support.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
I need to get access to her quarters without being seen.
Her quarters? Huh. Well, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
I've got 1,000 credits with your name on them.
Oh, wait. I thought you were looking to hire me. I'm not taking a bribe.
Guess I just need to go bigger. 8,000 credits.
That much, huh? Okay, no, okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
All right. Welcome to the world of espionage.
Sounds like it was a real mess down in space.
It's good to be back at the embassy.
There. I just conveniently disappeared here. I don't think these are her quarters.
Detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors rejected my appeal to join. Again, which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at?
Oh, is this the bug?
My requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if one opened up? The license get some sleep. Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Okay. Maybe I can use this to blackmail her. Nope, we're not here to steal.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
I know you're planning to replace someone in the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's evidence. I imagine bad things would happen if your bosses found out.
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
Yeah, you got yourself a deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
I can agree on those terms.
Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Did she just do like a 360 and then walk out? Okay.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all.
Alright. Now for Haas Veyrun. 50-50 chance this guy's already dead. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Not particularly useful, but okay.
Never forget what the FC did. Never forget.
What she has to say about this?
Down with the FC.
What's your problem with the FC?
What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done. The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me.
What happened was terrible, but we all have to try to move on from it.
But that's not what I want. I don't want us to move on. I want people to wake up and realize what the FC did to us, and I want them to be angry. I want justice and closure for everyone in the UC.
And what's that? What is your justice and closure? What do you think should happen to the FC's embassy?
Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Diplomacy is needed to make sure another colony war won't happen again. We need that embassy.
Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. All right.
There are worse ways to spend the day.
I don't think have I been here before? Is this an elevator? Oh. So this is a side entrance to the embassy for Veyron. Let's do a hard save. In case we fuck it up. And then I'll quick save also. Looks kind of empty. At least they kept the lights on. Who's paying for the electricity here? Or any of the other utilities, actually. Anyone here still alive? You need to tell me. Hold on. Let's get some lore first. Update friend foe. Recalibrate friend foe. Let me do some looting first. Quick save before I head in. Approach the intercom. What the fuck is this? I guess these are the trees that they planted. Ah! Okay. That spooked me out. Ooh. Good thing I reprogrammed those turrets. Why is there a fucking mannequin here? I can't even steal his clothes. Do we have a 3 that works here? I think so. Is this compatible with this? Indeed it is. Okay, and then we'll take this. And this. Okay, update friend foe settings. Remove recalibrate friend foe. I'm pretty sure I just killed those robots, but just in case. Why do you guys have mannequins everywhere? What's up? Nice, they're fighting the turrets. Probably an exit. What the fuck happened here? So if we do this, we'll need... let's see, not a... wait. Last one, maybe. There we go. We do this one. Yeah. It's not fitting. How is this compatible? Oh, here. Okay, update, recalibrate front foe. I hope I was supposed to do that. Hold on, I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Can't jump here? Why would I though? Fuck. I thought I reprogrammed you guys. No signal. Did I bleed all the way here? Eliminate. Exterminate. Okay, what was I working on? I wanted to increase my piloting. Fuck. Guess we'll need to wait.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Yeah, you guys really let this place go.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Did you say that thing pouring out clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
The spaceport system were up to shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information then. On terrormorphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
We're going to ensure something like this never happens again. And we need your code to do it.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You don't need my assurances. Independent observers will verify it's used responsibly.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Alright, how the hell did I get out of here? Is this the Skyrim exit?
I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter.
So why the rest of the embassy staff leave? Where'd they go?
The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
Of their own volition, hopefully? Why'd you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit. This is the right of all his followers.
What's it been like, being from House Varun in New Atlantis?
It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments.
Great Serpent, that's your god, right?
The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark, and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
You have a key to get out of here, by the way? Just wondering. Antique videotape. Feeling old yet? Should take a screenshot of this, actually. Let's see. There. really have to find the exit on my own. Ugh. Okay, at least it didn't block the exit. Just a generic pill bottle. I wonder if he left these mannequins around because he was lonely. Oh, got stuck on the geometry. How you doing? This guy's been standing here the entire fucking time. What the hell?
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
It was harder than expected, but yes, all parties are on board.
Dealing with the interests and egos of people who don't necessarily like you is rarely easy. But I suppose that didn't stop you, did it? And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
More walking.
Gotta call someone's power kept going up. You know what it was?
In case I accidentally unlock it the wrong way. Do I want to safeguard the past or secure the future? I guess we're here to save the future, so...
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the Archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay.
You may proceed, Captain.
Unit 18. I'm outie. Did they just spawn? I saw it. Don't pretend you weren't doing that.
Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise, Hadrian. Can you assure me this data will be used for good?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside the collective.
Major, you may take possession of the Terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Get your ass to Mars.
If you'll follow me.
I
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
He said a meme line. Load zone.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
If only bureaucracy worked this
Now,
quickly.
The other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Today! Today! Not tomorrow, today!
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Okay, we don't have to do this mission right now then. Let's, get sidetracked then. Whatever happened to the ECS constant anyway? Did they finally move? I guess we can run to Paradiso and see what happened to them. I remember there was actually a side quest there, but I didn't take it up because I was so fucking done with that quest. I didn't want to stay there any longer. Okay, let's do a hard save. Set course. There's Paradiso. There's no other points of interest here. Let me check online, actually. Maybe there's a... Maybe they'll tell me where the ECS constant goes. ECS constant location. Okay. I'm on Reddit right now looking for it. Where it is. No, this is for after finding it. No, this is for before finding it. Let me see if where it is after. Okay, it looks like some people here are recommending you just re-enable them, but I think that just re-enables them exactly where they originally were. I want to know where to go afterwards. Okay, one guy says to go back to Saul. Let me see here. Okay, I guess we can run back to Seoul and see what happens. I don't think I saw them there, though. I mean, it is an entire star system, though. Mars, Crimson Fleet Ghost, Europa, Luna, Nova, Galactic Star Yard. We have Titan here. Mars, Deimos, Pluto, Venus, Uranus. Why is Pluto here? It's not a planet. I guess we'll head back to Earth. they're not on Earth. Saturn, Earth, Pluto, Neptune. Mercury. I really need to know where are they? Okay, so they're a random encounter now, from the sounds of it. Okay. Let me see if there's like any random things going on in the solar system then. Let's travel to Mercury then. Maybe by chance we'll find them. If anything, we'll at least get some XP. Freestar Rambler. Okay. Nothing on Mercury, maybe Venus. Satellite beacon, Mars. There's a civilian outpost on Venus. I know there's not going to be anything interesting on it, though. Okay, we know Mars isn't going to have them. Set course for Jupiter then. Why does Io have a little glowing thing on it?
Hey, stranger. Might want to keep some distance. Still, figuring out the new Stroud Eklund.
Ah, there's the nice ship that we made, but we can't pilot because we don't have a Class B license or whatever. Bullshit. Abandoned weapon station. Let's talk to the lady of the Kepler-S.
Hi there. What's going on?
I'm responsible for designing your ship. Hope it's treating you well.
Really? I don't think I've ever run into a ship designer before. Never mind the one who made this incredible.
Must be nice being able to fly that thing.
I'm impressed
Wish I
with your
could.
work. This has been a very solid ship. Performance is good. It keeps me safe. I'm not sure what else I could ask for. Well, this was great, but I gotta go. Nice meeting you.
And they literally jumped out of the way because of how awkward the conversation was. Why does Europa have a icon here? I'm not seeing anything useful there. Let's visit Saturn then. Anything useful here? Let's see, Titan has an icon on it. Let's see what it has for us.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Welcome to New Homestead.
New Homestead. Never had much reason to be here before. Didn't realize this was UC space. Do I want to land? See what's going on? Let's see what our activities we have available. Deliver 150 copper to Tobias. Fly a new ship. I guess we have room for other side activities. Let's visit New Homestead then. See what's up.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. Stay safe and enjoy your visit. We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
So what does visiting mean? I just need to walk down here? Is that enough? Oh, there, we finished visiting New Homestead.
This colony's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
It's been a while since I last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
What did we think of the tour?
Very informative. I didn't know about the methane harvesters before coming here.
The Brown Horse Tavern, was it, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It has a quaint charm, doesn't it?
Just like the rest of New Homestead.
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us again sometime. And I hope you'll consider another Starsap tour. Tell your friends.
Bye. We will. Thanks again.
Excuse me, Bill. You've got to do a better job of keeping your tour groups out of trouble.
What do you mean?
That little boy almost wound up on my operating table. Claudio said he was playing with some of the machinery down by the mines and nearly got his arm stuck inside. It could have been ripped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, kids, little troublemakers.
You will have learned a valuable lesson. It's
I'll tell the
fine.
guests to be more careful.
Damn right. You've got to do something, or else next time it happens, I'm billing you personally.
Yeesh.
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of any tours.
Boy, am I glad they have a chunks here.
Welcome to the Brown Horse.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota. But a word of warning, she really doesn't care for tourists. How about those
Did you
brownouts
know
last
the
week?
museum here is full of old Earth artifacts?
I'm just glad the
Cool, huh?
auxiliary power picked up.
Lots of history
Remember
here.
that time a few
If
years
you're
back
into
where
that sort of
everyone had to huddle together?
Yeah, I guess we can speak with this person now.
It's one thing to learn about early
I guess these are like living quarters.
It's always so cold here.
What can I do for you? If you take one of those stupid tours, make sure to follow the rules. They're for your own safety and my sanity.
Are there any dangerous hazards to worry about on Titan?
It's a harsh world, but as long as you're inside or wear a suit when going out, you'll be fine here. There's no breathable air on the surface, and you'll quickly freeze to death outside without protective gear, but otherwise the hazards are minimal. New Homestead was an early colony research base and has stood the test of time. It's safe, and it's proof that people can live pretty much anywhere. Don't worry so much.
Just trust me, Paul. Is it difficult being a doctor in such an old-fashioned community?
Even though we don't have shiny new medical facilities, I imagine it's easier than wherever you're from. We have fewer people here, and we're very responsible when it comes to our personal health and welfare. So there's not much I can't handle. For anything else, we can get access to off-world specialists. Contrary to popular belief, we're not primitive.
You really don't seem to like tourists.
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
Sounds frustrating. Wish us there was something I could do.
Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain.
You need me to kill people
so
for
I
you.
bought
No
a
problem.
realistic monster costume, The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
That might increase tourism, actually. Sounds ridiculous. Do you think it'll work?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't have any other ideas. The tourism board flat out won't help me, and I don't have money in the budget to hire additional help. And you know these tourists will believe anything they see and hear. I think it's worth a shot. Worst case scenario, I'm back to square one.
Alright, I'll do it.
Oh, good. I was hoping not to have to do it myself, so I'm glad to have a volunteer. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
Yeah, this is totally gonna work. Oh boy. Booga booga.
All these tourists are able to come and go as they please. I wish I had that kind of money.
Oh, you don't really want to talk to me. I'm just a nobody from the crates. Besides, I'm not really good at talking to tourists about New Homestead. If you're really interested in our history, talk to Maurice. He's a lot better at that than I am.
Nah, please don't say that. I'm sure you're not a nobody.
I feel like it sometimes. I don't have many friends, and I'm struggling to stay in my undergrad program. It feels like I'm never going to get out of here and make a name for myself.
Too relatable.
Anyway, if we're going to talk, maybe we should talk about something else.
So you're having trouble with your studies?
Okay, well, no. Not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor.
Skill issue.
I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student and support myself. Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer. I just feel like I'll be stuck in a rut forever.
Too real. I'm not gonna be that charitable. Come on. You can be successful without finishing school. You may just need to get out of New Homestead.
Really? I thought it was the only way. I remember my parents telling me that when they were still around. But maybe you're right. I guess I can put my studies on hold, at least until I get enough credits saved up to live on. I can always return to my studies then. Maybe part of the reason I feel I've been stuck in a rut is because I push myself too hard. Thanks for the advice. It helped. Later.
That was like the most unnatural conversation I've ever seen.
Picture of some silly drawing he saw in Sidonia. Now I feel like it's popping up everywhere.
Heads up if you're planning on going to Chunks. Luther's been bothering anyone with a ship for help.
Someone's got to talk to Joyce about these brownouts.
We're getting a bunch of tasks now from these
I
guys.
don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
enjoy your visit here.
So then I told him that we
Don't stay outside for too long here, I'm tight.
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
Wow. That's some costume you've got there.
Boo! Run away! Ah! 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 Guess they left you behind.
It's chasing me!
That makes you the weakest. Ah! I have a katana. Ah! 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 Ah!
No! Leave me alone!
They left him behind. They left his fucking. They left her fucking kid behind. No one can hear you scream in space. You think you can escape me, child?
Get away from me!
I shall use my alien katana on you. Katana means Japanese sword. Ah. Ah. Ah.
What is this?
You dare challenge me?
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
It's aliening time. Ha!
I'll treat you if you need it, but please try to be more careful around you. Look, I know what I'm asking you to do is pretty silly, but I still think it's worth a shot.
Where'd you get a costume like this anyway?
I bought it from a private seller. They said they got it from someone who wore it in a secondary school as their sports team mascot. I guess it was supposed to be a tardigrade or something. Anyway, the person I bought it from modified it a bit so they could use it in an independent movie they were making. But I guess that went nowhere, so they had to sell it.
You guys don't have
Lucky
CG?
me, I suppose.
Scared off some tourists for you.
I'll bet they won't be coming back anytime soon. Thank you. With any luck, I'll be able to give more attention to my regular patients now. Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
So we don't get to keep it? Unless we do it more times, huh? Okay, then let's go ahead and equip. Yeah, I want to keep today's stream short, so let's just do some smaller side activities for this place and we'll wrap it up for today. We don't have to start another faction quest. That might take a while. We already gave 2 hours for VR today, so gotta pace myself.
I really
You see those wind turbines out there?
Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you?
Bring out Chunk special sauce sounds like a problem.
If I'm completely honest, it is. The people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce.
It's like the Chick-fil-A sauce.
I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some. But they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
Is there a reason Chunks doesn't just send you the sauce?
For real? Good question. They haven't said, but I think it has something to do with them prioritizing other Chunks over mine. I guess it's made at a different facility than our other food, and they don't even want to pay the shipping cost to ship from another store to ours. Yeah, sometimes I get lucky and a cargo hauler passes through with a route that takes them near other Chunks and back again, but there's no guarantee.
Is the sauce really that important?
You bet it is. You may not hear people talk about it, but trust me, it's the secret ingredient. It's like the glue that holds it all together.
It's like the Coke and cocaine.
Not saying it's glue
Or the cocaine
or
and
that our
Coke,
food
actually.
falls apart. It's delightful. Tangy, savory, a little sweet, but not too sweet. And I've noticed that once people find out we don't have it, sometimes they don't return. It's the reason business isn't as good as other Chunks.
Well, if you need me, I could do it for you.
Wait, for real? You do that. You're not pulling my leg.
I'll do it if you pay me.
Oh, of course. Between what I've got personally and the petty cash, I'm sure I can get you what you deserve. So, I know of another Chunks that has a case of sauce ready to go for me. I actually cleared it with them just before you arrived. If you mention it to whoever's working the counter there, they'll hook you up. Bring it back here, and we'll be golden. Thanks.
Special sauce. Oh, it's in Paradiso. Oh, while we're here, speak with choice.
Hi there. Always nice to see your face.
The people here live a simple life.
Oh, here.
Titan's such an incredible place for renewable energy. Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
Brownouts?
Yes, the power shortages we're experiencing. Haven't you seen the flickering lights? This equipment is all very old, and the protections against the cold have worn down, so now, brownouts. All the time. And I get to deal with it. Hooray for me.
Actually, yes, I came to talk about the brownouts.
Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment.
How's New Homestead get its electrical power?
Did you see those huge wind turbines out there on your way in? They're our primary source of power generation. Titan's strong winds provide an almost constant source of power, as long as we can keep the machinery from icing over.
Maybe there's something I can do to help the brownouts.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help.
What are you struggling with?
So I really want to impress everyone and show them I can handle this. But the power equipment is ancient and in need of replacement, if I'm being honest. We just don't have the money in the budget right now to do it. The previous technician was adamant that it was better to repair than replace. So he never submitted any replacement plans for budget considerations. We have to wait for next year.
Yay, bureaucracy. Tell me what you need.
I could use someone who's handy with a laser cutter to break up the ice that's formed on some of the power system machinery out there. That should clear up the shorts we've been experiencing and stop the brownouts. Does that sound like something you can do?
I'll do it, but some payment better be involved.
Of course! I can spare some credits once the power comes back on full force after you clear the ice. Please, take care not to hurt yourself or damage the equipment while you're out there. I'll stay here and monitor the power systems. Thanks!
Which way do I walk? Video game, tell me where to go. Can't they, like, put heaters on this? Like, use the power from the turbines to heat up the ice off? No, that would make too much sense. Yeet. Nice ship. How long can we stay airborne? All right, Joyce, I'm back. I can talk to you through here, right? Actually, I wonder, can I make it all the way to my ship from here? Nice.
How's it going out there with the ice?
It's all cleared up.
Power systems all look as good as they can be for now. Thanks again for your help.
Anyway, let's get that special sauce.
Let's see what the stars
I need the sauce.
Hi, welcome to Chunks. What can I get for you today?
I'm here to pick up some special sauce for the chunks in New Homestead.
Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet here you are. Let me get that for you. It's amazing how popular this stuff is on Titan. You'd think they just drank it over there.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Homestead.
Hey. Just fast travel. God damn it. What's the point of having a fast travel point if it just puts me back where I was?
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
I'm learning so much.
Hey,
Everyone
good to
should
see you
visit
again.
at least once in their life.
About that sauce.
Got here.
Ooh, yeah, you got me that sweet, sweet sauce. Not that it tastes sweet, it's actually kind of tangy. Mm-hmm, that's the stuff, all right. Enough for the customers with a little left over for yours truly. Thanks.
Okay. I still need to get my piloting up. I need to destroy 15 ships total. Let me get back to my ship. There were still those Veyron ships, right? Over in Venus, I think, so... Maybe we can pick a fight of them.
No bones, just horizon.
14. There's a satellite beacon here. What you guys up to over here? What you shooting at? Nice, we have 3 legal kills there. Good. Satellite beacon for though. Okay, I don't think you can do anything with that. Let me see what we have now for our piloting. We just need to find 6 more ships to destroy. Then we can upgrade our piloting skill. Maybe if we scour the rest of the solar system, we'll find some people to fight. Okay, so let's try checking out Uranus. Nope, nothing there. Okay, let's check out Neptune. Ship. Guess we'll just leave it there. Alright, it's not a planet, but let's visit Pluto.
It's the Off-Worlder. This is Genghis Khan. My cargo hold is already full. If you want to share in the spoils, feel free. Those three fools thought they could best me and deny me my tribute. They paid for their arrogance.
You defeated them by yourself in that?
Each was fighting its own battle, not in unison. And there was no boldness in them. I rammed one just to sow chaos. When the first died, my battle scream turned their knees to jelly. Once the battle of the mind is lost, total defeat is never far.
I'm surprised to see you.
I am as well. Perhaps it is destiny. Space is vast, glorious. I finally feel alive. Ah! I think of you often. My crew and I have a toast in your honor after every victory.
It's good you can finally chart your own course.
It is a blessing. We must not tarry. UC security and the Rangers do not look kindly upon me. One day, they will quake in terror. Admittedly, after I get a ship better than this, pick up. Farewell, friend.
Well, at least we get to keep all of his spoils. And to be fair, my character's not supposed to be a good guy. It's just usually easier to pick the good guy options, since the game's written in such a way that makes it difficult to have fun as a not so good guy. I'll take the credits. Ship parts. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Take all. Let's open up the map. So we know what's on Titan. We know that. Let's go back to Europa again. I didn't find any settlements on here. But apparently there's supposed to be one. There's like nothing on here. So I'm not sure what that icon represents. Is there a... Yeah, whatever. Let's see, any other spots to get into an easy fight? Yeah, I'm sure we'll naturally run into more ships later. Alright, let me find a good spot to land and chill. leave the character before we return. Made me think about what we want to do next also. Okay. I guess we'll do another mission next time. It's been a while since we've done the Ryujin quest, so. Travel to this location here. It looks like we actually need to do our... Yeah, it looks like the last quest we have is from, the oldest one now is gonna be Crimson Fleet. Alright, maybe we'll do that next time then.
Thanks. They run this city. But I don't see...
In other news, on the lifeless planet of Vectera, a mining operation run by Argos extractors was attacked by the Crimson Fleet.
They're still talking about the same story from the beginning of the game? Alright. Let's do a hard save here. This is where we'll pick up next time then.
Argos was commissioned by the enigmatic Constellation to dig resources on the planet, but their routine...
Alright guys, it was a shorter streaming day, but we did do some VR stuff earlier today, and I'm low on energy because of it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this evening. For anyone who's watching, thank you for watching, really appreciate it. We'll probably try to play a little bit more tomorrow, and maybe if I can, I'll fit in some on either Monday or Tuesday. I am taking those days off from work, just because. Alright. Yeah, until next time, good night everyone. Bye-bye.